We're going to open our next file and jump right into adjustment layers. So I'm going to say File, Open, and I'm going to look for the file that's called Levels and Open. And I'm going to add an adjustment layer. So I call it the black and white cookie, but it's this icon that looks circular icon that looks half white, half black. And when I select it, all these are what are called adjustment layers. So we're going to use just 4 of them in these next 4 exercises just to jump into the most basic ones. So the first one I'm going to start with is levels. So I'm going to select levels. And notice what it does here is that it's adding a layer, and now I can adjust the layer below it. And that's why it's called an adjustment layer. So notice that properties automatically popped up, and it knows that I'm playing around with levels. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up the RGB color of the document, and I'm going to open up red first, and then I'm going to take this slider over here on the right, and I'm going to bring it all the way to the edge of the histogram mountain. I'm going to do that with green as well. So notice that you're probably over here looking at like, what's going on over here? Don't worry until you've done all 3, and then I'm going to hit blue, and then I'm going to bring it all the way to the edge of the mountain. And I wanted to show you the before and after. So here's our levels. It's adjusting this, and I'm going to poke out the eye. So this was the image before. This is the image after. So you can see what a dramatic difference that makes in our contrast and our brightness and our shadows. Also notice that this adjustment layer will affect all of the layers underneath it. So if you have multiple objects, maybe you don't want it to affect everything. So if that is the case, what you need to do is hold the Alt Option button, and then I'm hovering over levels and the layer that I want it to affect. And when I do that, it's now locked to levels is now locked to this layer. So that's really going to be helpful if you have more than one object and you only want to adjust just that layer below. All right, I'm going to say File, Save As, and we're going to call this first name, last name, levels, the month, the date, the year, and I'm going to save this as a JPEG file and save OK.